Hey friends, welcome back to Homestead by the Highway, and this is an unofficial impromptu video, and it's going to be really quick. It is about 55 degrees out, I think, right now. Tonight it's supposed to get down to 42, so I have decided after working all day that I'm going to pick all of my peppers, all of my tomatoes, no matter what today. And I'm struggling with it, but I just can't keep worrying about them overnight with temperatures being so crazy. So I'm out here in the garden. I'm actually in the garden cage. We're gonna pick all the peppers and all the tomatoes and take them all inside. So welcome back and come along with me while I get these out of here. This, you can see, I am sitting down. I'm sitting down. This is my marigold bush. Like, this thing is massive. It's at the same height that, it's actually lower than I am because the dirt's about 4 inches lower. It is massive. So, and then I've got a special project for these peppers that we're going to talk about, and I'm going to do another video. I'm actually going to try to overwinter them. I get such a late start on my peppers, and they're just now coming in and doing great, crazy things, and I have to take them all out. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to overwinter some of them, and we'll talk about what peppers I'm going to keep and what peppers I'm not. But let's get all this out of here before I lose daylight. So all of these peppers right here are the poblano peppers, and I topped them off, meaning I cut off the top stems. I don't know if you'll be able to see, so that they would stop growing and producing peppers, and they are still doing it. So I'm going to take all the big peppers off, and we'll just see what happens to the other ones. If I lose them, I lose them, but we're going to get all the decent ones off because I don't want to lose everything. Look at that, it is massive. I have a couple of little ones on this plant as well that I'm just gonna let go. If the weather gets them, that's all right. We're gonna call the poblanos good. So I got 4. Now let's get back in here. Back in here are what are supposed to be red bell peppers. These are supposed to be red sweet bell peppers, but we're just gonna get them all out of here. I have one that's trying to turn red. This one was hidden by the marigold. Look at how massive that thing is. It's just ginormous. And it's still got tons of blooms coming on it. All right, so banana peppers. If you can see, there's like a handful of little ones on here. Like I said, I'm just going to let them go. If they survive, they survive. If they don't, it's okay. I'm not even sure. This one is a green pepper. This one has got some of that on it. It's no big deal. So that I just broke off. I'm using snippers because I'm trying to be careful because I'm not sure where I want to cut to overwinter these. So I was trying to be cautious, but that's okay. It's a funny looking guy. So this is that sweet Italian pepper that I keep talking about, and finally got 2 of them to start turning red. Look at this so far. I have a basket full, and I haven't even started the tomatoes. Here's the other one that we had measured in a video. That one just started turning red. Because they've started turning red, my understanding is that they will finish turning red. These other ones are not red at all, and I really don't want to pick them. I think I'm gonna leave them because right now they just taste like green peppers. I think I'm gonna leave them and cover them tonight. All right, that's what I'm gonna do with those. So we have one more pepper plant. We have this little one in the corner that has all of these little, these are supposed to be sweet peppers, and they're just not turning red. They're the little ones that you find in like the bags at the store. I don't want to pick them green. I'm so bummed. All right, we're gonna get a bunch of them off because I'll be mad if I lose them all. All right, so I'm gonna leave a few of them on there because they're smaller. We'll see what they do. So that was peppers. Let's move to the other side of the garden cage and get all the tomatoes. These are gonna be really green. These tomatoes were the craziest tomatoes. They were a beefsteak. I'll have to see like what variety or whatnot. But they just had the weirdest shape. They were hard to cut. They weren't good slicer tomatoes. So I will not grow these again at all. Like they served no purpose for us. We did slice a few. My husband had BLTs right at the beginning of the year. But everyone was so crazy shaped and so discombobulated. It was just, yeah, not something I will do again. Don't get me wrong. It was fun to grow them in the fact that they got some of them like 1.5 pounds. But I know there's better tomatoes that get that big. I think the Abe Lincolns or the Dr. Witchies or whatever, I think those would be way better ones to grow for that. See, they're just totally bizarre. And that could be 100% my fault. Not watering on a regular basis or just the crazy weather. This here is just one stem This was one sucker that I pulled off from a plant and I just shoved in the ground, and it is trying to grow. It never gave me anything, but it was fun to do. These little ones were supposed to be an early girl, but they were more of a cherry tomato. But I think they were supposed to be a little bit bigger. I won't grow those again either. These were the patio tomatoes. We didn't know what they were. There was no description or pictures or anything when we got them. And another one that, yeah, they're okay, but probably won't grow them again. Made me think of like a Charlie Brown Christmas tree or something with the Grinch. It just totally... Now we're getting into the Romas. I've got a bunch of really tiny ones on here. I'm just gonna leave them on here. They're probably not gonna do anything, but I'm not bringing them in either. These ones are off the patio tomatoes. So these ones here are that volunteer tomato that just magically appeared. It's given me some nice tomatoes. From it. I was really hoping my Romas would be way more prolific this year. For sauces, I made a sauce last year that I just absolutely loved. And the Romas were just not, the ones that did produce and turn red were very weird. These were like weird shaped. I don't know if they got cross-pollinated or, that's probably the biggest one I've gotten all year. So this is the outside of the garden cage. I'm on the back side. And I have this group of tomatoes. This is probably the most beautiful beefsteak tomato I got from these plants. That's another nice one. And on the same plant, just a little further down, there's that craziness. So, my nose is red. It is really cold out. I have the funniest thing to show you. These two pots here are our really hot peppers. These are, well, these are a Hungarian hot wax. These were a butch scorpion something. Something has come through and ate off the peppers that were on it and all of the leaves. These ones, they're eating it off. So I don't know if it is a bug or an animal, but they are loving the hot peppers and they can have them. I have one banana pepper that turned orange. I'm gonna pick that one because, or not banana pepper, Hungarian hot wax pepper. Because I will know this is not a banana pepper. We always grow a really hot pepper for fun. We don't eat them, but we always seem to grow a few. And I put them in pots this year because I did not want to give up good garden space for these. And it was fun, but I find it funny that something is eating it. And as I'm standing on this side, I see a giant banana pepper in there that I'm gonna go in and grab. But we're gonna go grab one other thing. Well, maybe we're gonna grab one other thing. I can't find my snippers. So really quick, these are the blueberry bushes. And you guys watched my video, right? Where I cut all this off so it would stop growing. Here are the pumpkins. Let's grab these really quick. So there are the 3 pumpkins that I grew this year. These are considered carving pumpkins. So smaller size carving pumpkins, but they're gonna look cute up front. Okay friends, so I said, I think in a video last year that said I give up on peppers. I'm not growing them anymore. I do not get any. Well, I got peppers this year. So I'm gonna rethink that like I talked about earlier. I cannot wait to go inside. I've been weighing them just to kind of see if it's worth it. And I am so excited to have all of these peppers. Most of them I'm just gonna chop. I like to chop them, vacuum seal them, and put them into the freezer and throw them into things. I do have a bunch dehydrated. I think I have a pint jar left dehydrated that I rehydrate and throw into my husband's egg breakfast and random things that I cook for him. I will eat peppers fresh, raw. I don't eat them cooked. So that is another thing with peppers. I may put some, I can't remember if I put them in that marinara that I made last year, the sauce that I made. I don't know if it's marinara or what it was, but it was so yummy delicious. I'll have to look at that recipe to see if that called for peppers or not. It will go into those. But this is exciting, very exciting. I'm glad I got them all in case it gets too cold tonight. I do want to throw something over the ones that are out there though. We'll check on that. But friends, thank you for coming along. Thank you for joining me on my gardening journey. This, I think, wraps it up, other than cleanup. I want to take down my green stalks and stuff like that. But this is, I think, the end of the 2023 gardening season. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for your encouragement, and I hope that your gardening season went well, and we will talk to you in the next video. I'll throw a couple up here before my next upload that you can watch between now and then. Thanks, friends. Have a great night.